Cool.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Right, good morning YouTube. And we're down in Exeter today, and I'm having a look at this bike, which is a Moto Guzzi V85TT as a possible replacement for the Honda, which I know I said I probably wasn't going to sell, but there we are. I just fancy something with a bit more get up and go, bit of character. Just tell you, I was taking it very steady because it's not mine. Just picked it up from the dealer, SP Motorcycles in Exeter, and taking it for a little test drive. So we'll see what we think. It's very different to the Honda, obviously, already. Can't get to me visor, and I'm steaming up. So I get moving a bit and get a bit of airflow. You can definitely feel that it's got that V-twin shake to it. Reminds me a little bit of the Harley. You can feel the motor, which isn't a contradiction, sorry, a criticism rather, but yeah, it feels like a big bike, whereas the Honda feels bigger than its 500cc, but this, you can tell you're riding a much bigger, heavier bike. So what made me think of the Guzzi? Well, there's a few little things. It's a shaft drive, which kind of appeals, low maintenance, lower than a chain anyway. And the simplicity of the V-twin. It's air cooled, so there's no cooling system to worry about. Oh. And I kind of like the simplicity. And it's a bit quirky. Oh, it's got a makes a lovely noise. And the screen seems to be taken so far. I mean, I'm only doing 40. The screen seems to be taking all the wind over the top of my helmet, which is good. Right, let's head towards Exeter, shall we? Oh, this is quite nice. Roads are a bit wet, but let's try and use the indicators, eh? So weirdly, the weather today when we left home, everything was covered in snow and it was freezing cold and wet and yuck. And we get down here and the sun's out and it's a lovely day. Look at that, puffy white clouds, brilliant. here we go in top gear. I'm not quite sure what the speed limit is along here. Hopefully it's 40. And I think I've got my camera at the wrong angle. There we go. How's that looking? Let's give her some beans. Oh, this is comfy. Just picking up a little bit of vibration through the handlebars, but it's not like, you know, the Honda, which is quite buzzy. This is more of a pulsing, you know, a bit. Going to go back to the Harley when I had the Sportster. It's kind of like that. It's not a buzzy thing. It doesn't feel like you're holding on to a chainsaw. Brakes are good, not too much of a sort of span on the old lever there, and they bite nicely, quite progressive. I suppose I should have looked at the time when I left, give them some idea of when I'm coming back. But well, I do need to pay more attention to the road, because I don't know the roads very well around here. I used to come on holiday here a long time ago when the children were very young, but I can't really remember the roads that well. There's an awful lot of lying water around. We must have had quite a downpour overnight, I think. But this seems like quite a nice place to be. Oh, there's a car show on somewhere. Oh, that's bizarre. When you rev it, you can feel it, sort of like pulling the bike. You feel the torque reaction from the flywheel. I've never ridden like a transverse V-twin before, so that's quite an unusual feeling. I don't expect the camera's picking it up. Oh yeah, you can feel that. The camera's not picking it up. That's a bit of a bizarre sensation. But comfortable riding position, very comfortable riding position. Come on, Mr. Lexus, let's go. Indicators. Yeah, this is a nice place to be. Very comfortable. The seat is quite wide, supportive. Don't see any issues with that. The riding position is quite, yeah, you know, sort of braced. Your arms are sort of naturally in that position. Somewhere we can pull over and have a quick sort of nose about the bike, shall we? Yes, I like this. TFT's quite cluttered. There's a lot of stuff on there, but it's easy to read. You know, the speedo gear position, which is the rev counter, obviously. You know, that's the bit that you really want to be able to see. you know, and it's quite a bright day. There's plenty of blue sky about, as you can see, and it's still really clear. Let's see if we can find somewhere to pull over and have a walk around the bike, shall we? Get it on video. Oh, 20 limit. There's a tiny bit of low speed sort of snatchiness, but I am doing 20 mile an hour in third gear. So let's see what it's like if I bring that down to second. Yeah, it's gone. So it's just, well, almost gone. Got to get used to that drivetrain click clack. Not used to that with the chain. But the mirrors seem good, and they're stuck out nice and wide, so I can actually see past my arms, which is good. Oh, look at that, lovely. Right, we really do need to find someone to turn around. So there we go. V85TT. So far, very impressed. Pulls nicely. It's not going to set the world on fire. I love them twin tail lights. They look a bit sort of Ferrari-esque. I get the styling's a little quirky. And a lot of people have some trouble with the view from the front. I don't personally. I rather like that. I think it's an excellent looking bike. Yeah, well, you know, Italian styling, isn't it? It's never going to be ugly. Cool. Okay, let's head on back. Yeah. Didn't get all them idiot lights come on when I was. Okay, so let's do a bit of a U-E here. So actually I'm managing to tippy toe that and push it around without too much trouble. There's a bit of a uphill slope heading backwards. Yeah, I can see myself doing a lot of miles on one of these. There is a little bit of slow speed snatchiness there, isn't there? Nice with these wide bars. You can. It's actually quite flickable. Oh, I can't get used to that weird torque reaction from the engine. It's just never having ridden a bike actually, any bike with a sort of inline drivetrain, right, it's always been sort of, you know, the engine's been transverse, whether it's a twin or single or a 4-cylinder, or it's just odd having that the crank in line, so you can really feel that sort of twitch when the revs pick up. Well, that's not a criticism, it's just a you know, like a feature, I guess. I think I'm going to get wet on the way back. That looks like a lot of rain. Oh well, we'll test out the weather protection of the screen and see how that goes. And this is what it's all about, motorcycling in the UK. When we left home this morning, there was snow on the ground, and luckily when we got down here, I did phone ahead to check the weather, that it was blue sky and sunshine, but it does look like it's deteriorating a bit. Never mind, I don't have to clean it afterwards. Let's just hope I don't have to buy it if I make it dirty. I hadn't thought about that. But yeah, looking at all the other reviews on YouTube for the V85, you know, there's not a great deal I can add to that. It's quite a civilised ride. The clutch is really nice and light. Brakes are really progressive and responsive. Double discs up front, single disc at the back. It's got ABS. I haven't had to try that out. I don't particularly want to. There's just that little bit of snatchiness, and it is around 2000 RPM, which is, yeah, there you go, it's doing it now. Just a tiny bit when you're sort of coasting. As soon as there's any load, even going up this little gentle hill, it disappears. Just something to be aware of. So this model I'm riding, I think I've said it's the travel model, so I got the USB thing at the front. I was expecting it to have the lights on it, but they're not there. Maybe that's not an issue, don't know until I've ridden it at night. But it's certainly a very comfortable place to be. Here comes the rain. Hopefully it's only a shower, and you never know, we might be able to whip past and get past the other side of it before it gets too bad, but we'll see. We are in a 30 limit, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Caravans, aren't they, Ace? Here we go. Right, it's a bit of national speed limit. So we're into top and whipping through those bends. Oh, the handling's lovely. We must be getting into caravan season already, are we? The brakes are, they are excellent. Sorry, they are excellent. That's like 2 fingers. Yeah, whips up fairly quick. You know, this engine's more about torque than absolute brake horsepower revs. I don't think I've actually seen the rev lights come on once yet. You know, the gear change lights. Let's get past this guy. Oh yeah, that's raining. But I'm wearing my guaranteed to leak Vice trousers, which are absolutely awful. I would not recommend them to anyone. They're nice and warm, but I've got no way of knowing. I think they give you some decent protection should the unfortunate happen, because they've got all the pads and everything else in, but they're waterproof for like seconds. I can guarantee I'm going to have a wet ass by the time I get back, even in a shower like this, which is almost over. So has my camera got... we got a bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... There you go. Hopefully that's cleared the screen a bit. Oh, it pulls nicely though. That was some quite low revs. Oh, it is weird, that feeling where the bike just like kicks when you just feel it like that when you rev it and you're changing down through the gears. It's just not used to that sort of feeling, that's all. But we'll get there. Right, let's have a quick wipe of the camera lens. Hopefully that's clear. Is that clear? Looks it. Quick wipe of the visor. Ta-da! Right, blue sky again. Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, there's a bit of buffeting on the top there, but not as bad as on the Honda. Yeah, I like this. You know, adventure bike, I don't know. Beyond my ability to take something like this off-road unless it was very gentle, just like gravel tracks. Travel bike, yeah, I could do a lot of miles on this. I've never ridden a BMW GS, so I can't really sort of provide any kind of direct comparison. But it seems a comfortable, relaxed place to be. That's what you want for a travel bike. Okay, swap lanes. Oh, thanks for that. So the only big V-twin I've ridden before was a Harley. I had a 1200 Sportster, which was less refined than this, but it's got some of the same kind of like quirkiness. You can feel that sort of pulsing of the engine, you know. Right, I think this roundabout's right, if I remember rightly. Rightly. Switchgear feels quite nice. Ooh, Ferrari dealership. I don't think I'll be going there today. Yes, I like this. Well, I remember going past the Porsche garage. Since sat-nav's come along, everything's like terrible, isn't it? Because you just don't need to remember.